Memorial Field on the campus of Auburn High School in Auburn, Massachusetts. Charter Communications presents live coverage of Central Mass High School football. Tonight, the Auburn Rockets host the Millbury Woolies. It's high school football on Charter TV3.
This win, very good. Millbury defensively, get a look at them. Steve Labrie up front with Peter Bott, Tyler Maynard, Tom Gerhardt. Gerhardt is their pass rushing specialist on the outside. Brian Dufresne, Ty McDonough, Todd DeShane in the linebacking core. Alec Vigliatora, Mike Velastro, Bobby Boyer, and Andy Ekstrom.
No substitute for speed. Jimmy Johnson turned that all around with his Miami teams. But you look at the big guys, the Hogs up front for Auburn, and they are doing a great job early on. Van Beekum, the fullback, gets the call. And he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Now it's a nice job from Gerhardt, number 88, coming off his end position to fill that hole. You know, Auburn had been getting several yards of space before any of their ball carriers had been touched up until that point. And 88 gets inside his block, fights off another, and then grabs Van Beekum and brings him down after a short gain.
And it's a good call by Auburn just to keep the linebackers honest, the middle linebackers for Millbury, because you see the success they've had with Desimone running to the outside. So you get those middle linebackers starting to cheat to the outside a little bit. You try to quick hitter with a fullback. Back they go to Desimone out of the eye. And he is brought down after a very short gain. And once again, it is Tom Gerhardt.
Well, he's a big target, number 88. Doing a nice job back there. Gerhardt making his first start on the offensive side as a tight end. And known more as a pass rusher, according to his coach, Matt Friedman. Making some good plays against the run, setting up a 3rd and long. Now, Auburn hasn't attempted a pass yet, but certainly they have a quarterback who can do it. Here's the Millbury offense. Kyle Fennelly is the quarterback. Brandon Richard is the featured back. Todd DeShane's going to start fullback. Flanker is Ekstrom. Marcone is the split end. Tom Gerhardt playing tight end, his first start at tight end. And then the big offensive line, McGilloway, Humphrey, Peter Bott, one of the captains, Tyler Maynard, a leader on this team, and Steve Labrie, and try to see if they can get something going when Auburn still playing with a lot of their first guys in there defensively. Look at this.
Right down the middle. Fennelly. Touchdown. And he goes to Tom Gerhardt, the big tight end on a seam route.
First start as the tight end for Gerhardt, and he comes away with a touchdown. And that was a nicely thrown ball, and Millbury down 5 scores has opened up the playbook, and they've gone back to the Millbury aerial attack.
Yeah, you're right.
They have to do it by design. And a strike from Fennelly.
Gerhardt getting his well-deserved congratulations on the sideline.
And that, the first touchdown that this first unit for Auburn has given up this season. They gave up one last week to Grafton. A lot of those guys were second unit guys. So that's a credit to Millbury. They did it against the first unit here of Auburn's defense.
And the point after is up and through.
Well, look at Fennelly stand in. Now he's got pressure coming, so he has to get rid of it, and he hits his man in stride. The tight end seam down the middle of the football field. Tight end can be such a weapon. I've said it for 10 years since I started this job. I don't think I've been here 10 years. But anyway, the tight end, such a weapon. Those little hit passes, those seam passes. Tight end is not always defended in some of the defenses, and he's an added weapon. And if you can get Gerhardt out there catching balls for you,
I can see, yeah,
can open it up a little.
And I agree. I think I've said it for 13 years. I think it is the most underutilized position in the high school passing game.
Safe to say we see eye to eye on this.
Yeah, we definitely do. I think it's a much more high percentage pass. A lot of times when you hit the tight end, as you mentioned, you're either one-on-one with a linebacker. A lot of times the linebackers are in zone coverage, so you're just asking your tight end to find the seam and the quarterback to be right there with him and throw that dart in. And you got some athletic, tall guys out there.
Yeah.
You can make a good living out of hitting the tight end.
Boy, Gerhardt, have some fun with it.
290 or just everyone at one little part. There is.
Oh,
blocked again.
I think it was Gerhardt this time.
Yep.
88 coming across.
Yeah.
All right, welcome back. Our direct air players of the game on offense and all around for Auburn. Brian Desimone racking up the touchdowns today. For the Woolies, the direct air player of the game is Tom Gerhardt, the tight end. Also played some good defense early in this game. In recognition of their efforts this evening, Direct Air will present 2 round-trip tickets in the name of the players to their respective schools.